Hello, 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 lovely people. I am back, and this is going to be a quick video, just a recent pickups of some vintage collection I bought recently. Which one has, I think, is an error. You can let me know in the comments below. But I think it's an error, which is pretty funny. So here we go. Let's get into it. There is some noise outside. A guy started doing work right again, as usual, when I started recording. So that's kind of just one of those things, and why I'm moving. Alright, here we go. Here is the first one. Got the child. We just got these here in Australia like a couple of weeks ago, I guess. So I got the child. What I found interesting with this, with the vintage collection version versus the retro version, the retro version is a lot bigger. I think the retro version is like this big, and then this, I'm pretty sure is like in a separate bubble or the same bubble, just a bit higher. I feel like it's a separate bubble. I need to go back and check. But this is so much smaller than the retro figure style, the child. Again, I'm surprised I still call it the child when it's called Grogu these days. Everyone knows its name. I guess maybe these were printed before. I don't know. That happened. Alright, so let's get to the error last. So this is, nope. This one is the other, because I'm only getting the Mandalorian with vintage collection, just because otherwise, you know, we're up to, what are we up to? 185. I mean, there's a lot of figures to get through. So I just figure I'm going to start at Mandalorian, go forward, and then when a new series comes out, maybe, I don't know, when the Boba, Book of Boba comes out, or Bad Batch maybe, I might start getting into that. But at this stage, Mandalorian is supposed to be one perfect one to get into. That way I can get everything. I'm just missing one, and that's the normal Cara Dune, for obvious reasons. I have the Chrome version, whatever that's called. Can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head. But I have that version, but I just don't have the carbonized version. That's what I'm thinking of. I just don't have the normal version. Anyway, this is Grave Karga. Again, I'm a mint on box collector, so this is the only thing out of there was just a little indent just there. That's the only thing wrong with this card. The rest of them were all beat up. They're keeping, I bought these from Zing, and they're keeping them behind plastic things now, and so they're kept inside, but it's just whatever comes in the box, or how it comes in the box. So there we go. Grave Karga doing his thing. And then lastly, here is the error one. See if you can spot it straight away. Here's Grave Karga. It is sealed, as you can see. Hasn't been tampered with. If it has been tampered with, there'll be like creases everywhere. As you can see, it is a mint box. As someone grinds, doing their thing. As you can see, mint box. Someone's pulled back this plastic. You'd see some sort of damage anywhere. He's missing his blaster. Look at that. Missing. So, again, perfectly sealed, not tampered with. As you can see. And from what I could tell, there's a bit of tape. Oh, there's a bit of tape. I don't know if you can see that. There's tape that holds the blaster in. If the tape is gone, it'll be in the bottom somewhere, but it ain't. There's no blaster in there. So they've packaged up without the blaster. So, found an error. I don't know if, because I'm only new to the vintage collection sort of deal. I don't know if this is worth something or not, because it's Mandalorian. I remember seeing someone that had just recently, maybe it was Bossk Bounty, maybe, had what do you call it, Boba Fett without a blaster or something like that in a recent one. So I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was very interesting that I got an error, because as you can see, it's missing his gun slash blaster. How fun! There you go. And his head's a bit tilted. He looks a bit... Yeah, it's just his head. His head's tilted as well. I thought that was interesting, so I had to pick it up. So there we go. There's a quick pickup of my recent vintage collection. It was only meant to be 2, but when I saw that as well, I was like, I just had to have it. Because it's a bit of fun. They made a mistake. So there we go. There's my pickup. I don't know when the next wave is coming for more Mandalorian stuff for vintage collection. It'll be in a couple of months. Australia gets things late anyway. If we even can get this stuff as well. That's the other issue. I have not seen any Boba Fett's on shelves. What else is part of this? The only ones I could see in this wave that are everywhere. Oh, I haven't seen any Zuttons anywhere. These two. There's about 1 billion battle droids, 1 billion Anakin Skywalkers, and 1 billion Queen Amidala's. They're the 3 I find everywhere. Every now and then I'll see a Princess Leia. But they're the 3 out of this sort of wave. Or this sort of card. I don't know what you call it. This series. Let's go that one. That I've seen about 1 billion of. Again, in my area, nothing of that. Definitely nothing Boba Fett. And these are starting to come in now. And so, as you can see, I've got 2 Grief Kargas and a child. There's heaps of those around. But yeah, I haven't seen any of these ones anywhere. But so whenever the next wave comes through, I'll be sure to pick them up. But until then, bye!